with the Dallas Cowboys.
Like, I can just hear DA. You send me a plate, you put me a plate up. I always thinking about the damn plate. That's why he was big. DA, that's why he was big.
Back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
And then
they'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having the linebackers set the edge.
He's doing the same play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be fielded at the 17. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Eluding the and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. This is
Bro, the
good.
rules clearly say
They work this well upfield
this
across
nigga.
the 45. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Darnold on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This to Jarwin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in by Jarwin.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Darnold.
That would almost intercepted, but it's...
Complete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Boyd, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. We're scoreless after 1.
Bro, you just said you forgot about the 4th down rule.
Started
You
the
still
2nd
go
quarter,
for
and
it
it's the
versus
Cowboys
punting
in
or kicking the
possession
field goal.
as they go to work
Like,
on 1st and goal. Darnold down to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Boyd
with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, and now they're going to fake
And they just stopped, like.
And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Bro, this nigga Wentz cannot throw, man.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Now I see why he ran.
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off of play action, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Floyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To the air again, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Darnold. Flushed out right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Darnold. This one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw is Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky. They get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime.
Bro, like, why? All that open space right there, he's loud. I'm done with this shit. That is fucking garbage.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back
That's a
down
touchdown,
about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Boyd on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Wentz. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. On Wentz's intercepting yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Airing one out for Boyd. It's incomplete.
How was that
Took
not
a
intercepted?
couldn't connect.
Jackson just stand.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Play action. It's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He gets this one to Boyd. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Being chased out left. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
Bro, what the fuck kind of lag and shit was that? I'm done. You can have this one, bro. Hell no.